Welcome back to the Colouring Zone. My name's Helena. So today I thought we could look at all of my Lulu Mayo books and have a look at the completed pages that I've done in each of them. Now there are a couple here that I have not actually coloured in. So this one, Million Owls, I have recently purchased this one and I'm get to colour in it. So I will put that off to the side. And the other book that I very recently was gifted by my husband for Christmas is The World's Cutest Animal Colouring Book, and this is Lonely Planet Kids, and this is also illustrated by Lulu Mayo. So it is a bit bigger than, if I just zoom you out, so it is quite a bit bigger than these books that are aimed at adults, whereas this one here is marketed for children. But it's an absolutely beautiful book. If anyone's interested, I'd be happy to do a flip through. I am working on a page at the moment, so you will see that in my completed pages, hopefully for December. So I'm going to put that on there off to one side as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a pile next to me and we can go through them one by one. So this is A Million Unicorns, and I've not actually done that many pages in here, if I'm honest. I would say it's probably my least favourite of her books. So this is a long-standing whip. I was just really disappointed with how these speckles appeared when I used too much water. This paper has been a bit of a challenge for me to get used to. I do not actually normally colour on Amazon paper, and this is an Amazon paper, but I think because I'm not used to because I'm not used to this type of paper, it's taken me a little bit longer to adjust. So there is that one, and I think there is one at the front. So there is this one. I might have used Bambino crayons for this one, or perhaps not, because it was done in August of last year. I can't remember, but anyway, yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing this one. Very simple, very simple background. Now I probably would have done like a full-blown background, but at the time I obviously wasn't feeling it for whatever reason. So the next one I did this year, and this was in August. Now I definitely used Bambino crayons for this one, and I used an acrylic Posca pen for the background and then gel pens, but I really liked the effect. I had such a good time doing all of these dots. Yeah, so there is that one. And I don't think there's any ones, no. They're the only ones in that book. Now, the next one is A Million Cute Animals. Now, I would say this one and the bear one are probably my favourites. It's difficult to say. But yeah, so A Million Cute Animals. I've done quite a few in here. We'll start at the... Yeah, so I think it's, so this page here, it's very sort of delicate colours, and I did use extreme glitter in the background as well. Now, what other pages have I done in here? So yeah, I've done quite a few in here. I took this away with me, and when we were visiting family, and I think it was only like, it was one of 3 books, so I did quite a few of them at the same time. So this one was in May, and I did draw in the music notes, and I just think it's really sweet. I used Luna paste for the little drum, so it's got a texture to it. But yeah, it was great fun doing this one. So there's that one. And this one here, I did pretty much everything other than the foxes themselves, and also the background. I did everything with glitter gel pen, which is very unusual for me, but that's what I felt like doing at the time. So there is that one. this one here, my rabbit going down the slide of washi tape. I used Prismacolors for this one, and also some Derwent pastels. And the background, it is not great, to be honest. I can feel where it's peeled up some of the paper. So there is that one. Now, I'd probably say this is one of my favourite pages that I've done of Lulu Mayos. I just really like it. It's not colours that I would usually go for, and I had good fun doing this. And this was with Bambino crayons and maybe some pencil over the top. So there is that one. So I did that in September of this year. Now this one here I did in April, and my little elephant, I used a Helen Elliston tutorial of doing sunbursts, so that's how I was able to create these. Yeah, such good fun. Now there was a lady that asked me where I got my craft knife, this one here, and I'm pretty sure it was referring to this particular page. So this here I bought from the range. Now the reason why I'm putting it in here is because I cannot locate that comment anywhere, and I've tried and I've searched on all of my videos, and I think it might have been one that YouTube perhaps deleted, so I can no longer see it, which is very unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it in the description below of where you can get this. So it is the range, which is only in the UK. But yeah, so just a bit of a side now. I'm just going to put that to the side now. And so this one here I did last month. I used loose glitter, and you can see that it's all gone in the binding, which is, you know, it's okay, isn't it? It's sparkle, why not? So I used Caran d'Ache Pablo's for this with a Derwent blender pen. So this was good fun, quite a basic one. And this one here, this was another one that I did whilst visiting family. There's quite a few details here. I've got so much shimmer and metallics on this page, but it was good fun. I did really enjoy doing it. I just did like one or two at a time and just sort of completed the page. So there is that one. And there's this one here. So I did black and whites and monochrome. I used a black background Posca pen. So it was Posca, which is acrylic. And then I used some extreme glitter over the top. I think it's Deco Art. I've not really used it recently. I do need to get back to that. But yeah, it does give it a lovely, like, glossy finish. And you've obviously got the sparkle as well. Now, I think the last one's at the very back. There's no more. And it's my two little owls with their baby chick. And yeah, so I did a Prismacolor background completely in pencils. It's very rare that I do that in general, but particularly rare doing it in Lulu's books. But yeah, it was very fun nevertheless. So there is that one. So the reason why I've got a number in that is I'm coming out with a video very, very soon, or it might be up actually before I release this one, because I've not decided how I'm going to release them yet. But yeah, I'm going to be sharing my top favourite pages of 2021. So this one here, I did a buddy colour with the beautiful Kate's Colouring Haven, and I had so much fun doing this page. I used Pablo pencils by Caran d'Ache and lots of metallic and glitter paints. And yeah, I had a blast doing this page. It's so fun, so bright and quite different with its pink clouds. So there is that one. And I'm just trying to think. Oh yes. So there's this one here. I did this all in Bambino crayons. Do you know what? I still haven't got around to doing a video on just Bambino crayons, and I've had quite a few requests, so I do apologise. It will be coming. It will be. I just need to get my act together and get it filmed. So I used glaze on the dolphins, and I also used stickles as well. So that was good fun. And then the next one is a double spread. So I did this one here. Actually, I'm not sure when I did it. It was a few months ago. Maybe September time or maybe October. But I purchased some dot cards from Renaissance. I now have her advent calendar set, and I'm planning to get some replacements. Well, I say replacement, they're dot cards, and they have lasted a really long time, and I've still got some of them left, but I am going to be running out obviously quite soon because they don't last forever. But yeah, I used washi tape for the floor. I really love how this page came out, and it was a lot of fun. So there is that one. And oh yes, my llamas in their teacup. This was good fun. Really enjoyed doing this one. Again, I've used Renaissance colours for some of the details. And yeah, I had a blast doing that one. And is that it? I think that might be it. That's it for A Million Llamas. So this one here. So the next, I've got 2 copies. So I'm pretty sure I did mention it on the channel. I thought I had lost my book, and then suddenly it just appeared from nowhere. I thought I had left it in Padstow when we went down there to for my friend's birthday. So I have got 2 copies of it, and we were doing the colour on the channel, and this was the page that we did. Now, I had already done all of the waves and stuff in my other copy, so I did it all over again so then I could carry on with the colour along. But anyway, I really like how it came out. And the other, so I've only done 1 page in this copy. Now, this is the first copy that I actually got, and I've done a few pages in here. So I've done this one here, the little boy and the mermaid sharing a kiss in the moonlight. So this was good fun. And this one here, I used gel sticks for the background. I do remember that, and Prismacolor as well. And I've also got some dual metallic. It might even be the mellow colours that I've used on this page for the details on the tails. Is that one. And yes. So there's that one. And there's this one here. Now, I'm pretty sure I use gelatos, or it could have been Distress inks, and then I went over the top of it with the mica. Do you know what? By chance, I've got it next to me. It's this one here. So this is Delusions, and it's mica spray. So I did use that on there for the background, and it did bleed a little bit. But yeah, this was good fun. I used Bambino crayons for that one too, I'm pretty sure. And there is one right at the back. She's even got a little sequins in her hair, but it's very, very shiny. And I went to town with all the paints that I had on this page, and I had such a good time doing it. So there is that one. So only 2 more books to go now, guys. So A Million Sloots is one of the first books that I purchased from Lulu Mayo, or of her work. And so the first page is this one here. Now, I used gelatos for the background, and I had such a good time colouring this. I think I might have mentioned in my favourites video, but I will say it here again. I used various... Do you know what? I think I used polychromos for this one, and then I went in with gel pens for the details, and I just really like how it came out. I'm very, very pleased with this one. There's that one. And so this one here, I was trying out my Derwent Lightfast. I'm pretty sure anyway. So I think I only had like 6 out of, 6 from the set, and it was in a scroller box or an upgrade box. I can't remember which. So that was very, very quick, easy page. So I did that one. Did this one here, my Rainbow River. I really like the concept that I thought of. Whether I like peeled it off completely, I don't know, but I really do like the Rainbow River. It's quite impactful. So there is that one. Now this one here I did with Bambino crayons and also gelatos for the background. Had a good time doing this one, very bright. I quite like orange in these books for some reason. Now this one here I did for a colour along because it was Ren's birthday. So Ren is also a fellow YouTuber, and yeah, I used some like loose glitter as well. I think it was the Arteza one, so that was good fun. And there's also this one here. Got some birds and owls and the 2 sloths hanging out in the tree. Again, that's a gelato background. And then this one here was solely Bambino crayons. It just goes to show what you can achieve with them. You know, they can go a long way. I've used them so much, and I've sharpened them a few times, and actually, they're very inexpensive. So this one here is A Million Bears. Now I would say this is like up there, if not my favourite of her books. I don't think I've done any towards the front. Do you know what? I might actually go backwards just because it seems to be a bit easier. So I did this one here relatively recently, a couple of months ago maybe. And so I did this double page spread. I've used so much glitter paint on this, and I just had such a fun time doing it. So I used Calera paints for the clouds and Renaissance paints, and yeah, I had an absolute blast doing this one. So there's that one. Now this one here I actually use Mod Podge to make it look sort of more glass-like, and I use washi tape, and yeah, I had good fun doing this one. This one here, the background, the blue is just so like boom in your face. I'm not sure I like it that much. I mean, I don't, it's okay. It's not one of my favourite pages anyway. So there's that one. And I think the last 2 are these. So this one here, I did this one here, and then I thought actually I'd do this page because I really liked how it looked, but it was a whip for a little while, but I did finish it. And but it's this page that I love it. Absolutely love this side. I remember it took me quite a long time because I'd gone over the lines with various pencils and things. I did reinsert the lines back in using a fine liner, and I'm so glad I did because it did make a difference. So yeah, those are all of my completed pages in Lulu Mayo's books. Have I missed any? Yeah, I missed some. Sorry guys. There's also this one, which I did quite recently, only in October. And I don't think you are going to pick it up, but I did use Jane Davenport's like iridescent soft pastels that come in a palette. And And yes, I had good fun doing this one too. So I've done a couple of double page spreads in here, which is good. I'm just going to pop this in here. So I completely forgot about Lulu Mayo's most recent book. Now, well, I sort of know why. It's because it was in a pile for my completed pages, so I just completely missed it. So I'm going to add this here. So I've done a few pages in here. One I am doing as a buddy colour with the lovely Colouring with Kay. But the pages that I've done in previous months, so I've done this one here. I'll just take these things off. I'm not going to sort of go through everything that I've used, but I did use Tombow pens to base some of this, and I used pencils on top, and I used the Arteza pearlescent paints, I think you call them. I made a bit of a mess here, but I do like this page. It just, the little creature reminds me of Pikachu from Pokemon. So there is that one. Now the next one is this one here. Now I had such a good time doing this page. I can't remember exactly what I used, if I'm honest. I think it might have been Pablo pencils, among other things, like Bambino crayons perhaps. And so there is that one. I have also got some sparkle on the wings. I don't know whether to put the light on. Yeah, it's a bit dark. So there is this one. And then I won't show you the one that I'm working on, just because you will see it in my completed pages, and I've not quite finished it yet. I wasn't entirely happy with it, so I just wanted to, I got some advice very kindly from Colouring with Kay. So I'm gonna listen to her advice and make some changes. I just realised I've got a massive dent on this book. I'm not sure where that's from. So there is all of my completed pages from Lulu Mayo's books. I hope to get a lot more completed in 2022. I absolutely adore her books. I've had such a good time colouring them, and I think I have mentioned before that it's not a book that I actually thought I would ever enjoy. I just never thought that I would, and it wasn't until I actually physically got a book that I realised I just completely fell in love with the artwork. So my advice really is, even though you might see it on someone else's channel, a particular book doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to love it just because you've seen it and you like it. But equally, you might not think something is for you, but actually when you receive it and actually sat down and looking at it, actually sometimes it could be a very, very different it could be very different than what you envisaged. So yeah, so I think that this is why it's important to actually sometimes bite the bullet and buy something and see and colour in it, see if you like it. So anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and drop me a comment down below. Which is your favourite book of Lulu Mayo's? Do you own any of her books? Let me know in the comments below. And happy colouring everyone, and take care. Bye.